Well, it's got these young kids here, huh? How they doing? Huh? They're awfully cute. Huh? How old are you, sweetheart? 5? 6 years old. Okay, 7th, what, are you going to go to the 2nd grade next year? Did you have a good 1st grade? You know, you look at the kids, right, and you wonder, they're never going to know the people that were in their lives who were gone. And I had a privilege today to be able, and I met with many of you over the years in this job, and today I've got to meet with the Thomas family. Their son, Cam, was lost in Afghanistan. Look, I mean, we can look around this world and we can find so much pain. It wasn't long ago when 2 police officers were killed in Westville, Ohio, responding to domestic violence. Many of you received that call that your loved one had been taken. I've received that call as well. And it's really hard. And it's really dark. And it's really black. And as I said to somebody the other day, reflecting on the tragedy in Texas, those families for a while couldn't breathe, could they? They were gasping for air at the loss of young life, beautiful children taken from us. The loss that you've all experienced, having just someone you love so dearly, a husband, a wife, a grandpa, grandma, just gone. And we need to grieve. And we need to talk about our grief. And I thought that Brittany did a terrific job today. Didn't she do a wonderful job in speaking here? But there's Reverend El me talk about this before. We don't want to be stuck in our grief. We don't want to be broken forever. It is not what the Lord wants. And many of you may say, well, if the Lord didn't want it, why didn't he prevent it? We don't have an answer for that. But what I do believe is that I do believe that the Lord is crying just with you and grieves just with you. But there is evil in this world, and evil today has its way. But evil will be vanquished. Your loved ones are alive. They are alive. They're just not here. But they've moved through the transom. As a friend of mine, I developed a phone relationship. A man by the name of Dallas Willard talks about death in these terms. He said, death in some ways is when you're in one room, as you move across the transom, the voices in the room that you were in, you can still hear, but as you moved into the next room, you begin to hear another set of voices welcoming you to another place. Think about that for a second. That life to death is a transition. It's a movement from the reality of what we have today to the reality of what we will all experience tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a long way away, but tomorrow is going to come. For those that lack faith or have no faith, or they're humanists and believe that what they've done is to leave a mark for make the world a better place, that's great. For me, I need something greater than that. I need something greater because I need to believe that there is a power greater than me that is in control. And I don't believe that because it makes life easy. I believe it because I know how the Lord has affected my life and the lives of so many people that are around me. You know, I remember the day that my mother died. And I remember the young minister who said to me in the midst of my grief and the darkness that I experienced, if your mother had a choice, she would not come back. Because where she is greater than all the greatest days put together in her life on earth. I believe that. And you need to believe that. Oh yes, we have to grieve. We have to talk about the things that frighten us in this life when life is so quickly snatched from us. But at the same time, the ability to focus on the horizon, the ability to see what is going to come up over that horizon is what gives us hope. Let me just make one suggestion to you. For those that are still in pain that are here today, ask the Lord to help you. Oh, it's not about how many times you cross your chest or how many times you go to church or how many times you kneel. Treat the big guy as a friend. Treat the big guy as somebody you can say, I need you. I need your help. It doesn't maybe come the first time. But as I explained to some people, I've said this to my own family, when we're downstairs and we knock at the door, when somebody knocks at our door, we don't always hear it the first time. But when they continue to knock on the door, we hear it and we open the door. Keep knocking on heaven's door, and it will open for you here and in the world yet to come. And think about that day when you cross the transom and you hear the voices here, and as you cross that transom, you hear the voices of all those loved ones who you thought were gone. They're not gone. They're in the next room. And think about the greeting you will have when you see them again. Thanks for your service. God bless you. We'll heal together.